Sure, I started in the traditional advertising agency business early in my career. I worked for a company called Darcy Macias Benton and Bowles in New York, which was a great experience. My client was Procter & Gamble, and that's really where I learned the advertising business. And then I moved into digital, working for a series of companies, one of which was IXL, which was one of the early internet agencies or digital agencies. Eventually ended up at a company called 24/7 Real Media as a product marketer and product manager, and that company was acquired by WPP in 2007. In 2007, when still part of 24/7, I created an internal group called Media Innovation Group, which we later spun out and created a company around. And the purpose of that company was to use data and technology to help media agencies buy digital more effectively. And the MIG, or the Media Innovation Group, eventually became Xaxis, which we launched 2 years ago in 2011. Well, it's awfully difficult to find a brand name that you can register in every major media market in the world and also have the availability of the URL. So it actually came from a WPP branding agency who helped us develop it, and the meaning is the derivative is Xaxis, which implies an unlimited amount of data, and our business is about looking at the possibilities of data and creating audience profiles from data. So that's the meaning of the word Xaxis. Yeah, so we're not an analytics company as much as we are a media company, a new kind of media company. So our specialty is using data and technology to help advertisers better engage with audiences, wherever those audiences may be in the digital world, whether it's online, on their mobile devices, in a social networking experience, interacting with a video. It's anything that's addressable. So we use technology to gather data, lots of different sources of data, from websites, from CRM databases, from third-party databases. We create audience profiles from those data, and then we serve advertising to very highly targeted audiences. We can get very, very specific on our targeting. Our business is really about the balance between highly targeted advertising campaigns and generating maximum reach for advertisers. And in the objective of generating reach, sometimes we have to broaden the targets somewhat. So we actually have PhDs that work in our business that help us take a seed of an audience. So for example, if somebody goes to your website, you know that they're interested in buying a product from you. And so we use that as a seed to build a wider audience portrait using other data points. So in other words, we take a small population and we make it very large by modeling out other people that look like that population. And in this way we can deliver a very highly targeted campaign but still get maximum reach for our clients. Sure. One of the things that we're starting to do more and more of that I think really is a huge innovation from the way digital is traditionally bought is to start to link online advertising or digital advertising to offline purchases. And this was never possible before unless somebody literally saw an ad and went to an e-commerce website and bought something. You can make that connection. But what do you do for a retailer that actually sells goods in store, for example? And we've developed a technique along with others in the industry where we can take an online profile that's associated with an anonymous cookie and associate that with an offline profile without ever having to understand who the consumer is. So for one particular retailer that we worked with, we ran a digital advertising campaign. It was actually video, pre-roll video, and then we measured the effects of that campaign on in-store sales, and we saw a 30% uplift using a test and control on people that saw an online campaign that bought a luxury product in store. Yeah, we work with other WPP media agencies. So Xaxis is a specialist company within Group M, which means we partner with Mindshare, Mediacom, MEC, and Xaxis. We also work with WPP creative agencies who supply us with the creative. One of the interesting things that we're starting to do in more sophisticated markets is work with technology called dynamic creative optimization, which means we can actually create an ad unit in real time based on what we know about a consumer. Again, using anonymous profiles, if you went to an e-commerce website and put a particular pair of running shoes in your shopping cart, we can now buy media in real time when we see you, so that we're serving you an ad for that store, but increasingly we can actually show you the pair of shoes in the color that you want in that ad unit in real time. So that's very effective for e-commerce companies and leads to significant uplift in response. Asia is doing exceptionally well. So Xaxis right now is in 25 markets around the world. At this time last year, we had one market in Asia, which was Australia. We've brought in new leadership within Xaxis, Michelle DeReich, to run the business in Asia. And now we're live in 7 markets across Asia. By the end of the year, we'll be live in 13 markets across the region. I think Asia is very exciting for a lot of reasons. Obviously, we're seeing tremendous growth in digital media buying in Asia, but we're also seeing the potential for the Asian markets to skip several iterations of advertising technology and use only the newest technology to make things much more efficient for companies like Xaxis and much more valuable for our clients.